So you're saying you want to record the interview?
Yes.
And you don't mind if I record it too?
I do not.
So you say there's a lot of people who think there's no Republicans or Trump supporters in San Francisco.
Well, I guess I wouldn't say no Republicans, but I mean, so I talked to a woman this weekend who was just, I told her that I was going to the San Francisco SFGOP meeting, and she was like, there are Republicans in San Francisco? I think it's somewhat sarcastic, but I think that people would be surprised to know that. I think 56,000 San Francisco's voted for Donald Trump in the last presidential election, and that's a significant number of people. And I think a lot of liberals in the city are surprised by that. You find that strange?
I find it strange that people would even watch The Big Bang Theory, considering it's just not funny,
Yeah.
So it almost seems like it's on purpose, like they're trying to get people to just think in a way that's very repetitive and shallow,
Yeah.
Like they have the laugh tracks, so it's like Pavlovian, you're meant to laugh at this point, but it's not really funny.
Right.
You wouldn't have, if your friend said that, you wouldn't have laughed,
Yeah.
So it's like, who's behind that show? It's like an astroturfed popularity. Like, it's not actually, it couldn't be organically popular, right? Because
it's so bad.
Because it's so bad. But I guess maybe that just says something about the general population, that they just don't think very much and they don't want to put in the effort to, watch a show based on word of mouth. They just put whatever algorithmically pops on.
Right.
And they didn't really have a choice in that. So what do you think?
I think that sounds right.
Yeah.
But I'm going to check it out. I mean, have you looked at the show's producers or creators or writers?
That might be something to look into.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with the Church Commission?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. How long have you been in journalism?
About as long as I've been here, 20 years.
20 years? Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, I guess it would have been a little before that. Have you ever heard about Project Mockingbird?
I'm trying to think. I want to make sure I answer your question because it's probably longer than 20 years. Let's see. 20, 25 years. Maybe 25, almost 20, 25 years. But you asked, have I ever heard of what?
Mockingbird.
No.
Project Mockingbird?
No.
Oh, okay.
Should I?
I don't know. It's a good question.
So, how
do you think that there's, influence operations or kind of ulterior motives behind TV shows and stuff that gets put out there like that?
I think the answer is yes, depending on probably the channel. I think a lot of cable channels or, the big network channels are just trying to find shows that sell advertising. But I'm sure there's other channels that are they're written, directed, engineered to try to attract certain people or convince people of certain things.
So just the cable.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know television very well, but not just cable, but probably other networks as well.
Cable
Streaming,
networks,
streaming.
networks, cable, streaming.
Yeah. But you were saying that. So you're a longtime Phil's guy. When did you first move to San Francisco? You said less than 20 years ago.
Yeah, less than 20 years ago. Big fan of Phil's coffee. Thanks for getting me this large ecstatic iced sweet and creamy. They say ecstatic. If you look at the menu up there,
Yeah.
the real name is ecstatic iced. So it's interesting that they would offer it not iced.
Yeah. Well, the guy did offer it. He said he was like, well, hot or iced.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he said it was an iced drink. He said it comes as an iced drink.
Yeah.
So, can you tell me about the Republican Party, the San Francisco Republican Party, and your involvement or interest in it?
I don't know. I think probably some of them have seen the show, but most of them, I mean, maybe some like it, maybe some don't. It just depends on their
Right.
personality, I guess.
Have you talked to them about it? Talked to any of them about it?
Yeah, a little bit.
Has it? All right. You ran for election to be on the board, to be a delegate on that board.
Oh.
All right.
Well, thanks for the coffee.
All right, you gotta go.